Hello everyone. Welcome to today's class. Today I will be your teacher. My name is Ms Cenk and we will be doing some listening questions with you about plan labeling. Good afternoon, Shreya. Good afternoon, Samir. Yes, welcome everyone. Dun, dun. Let me share my screen with you so we can start slowly. Yes. Today we will be looking at plan labeling question type. We will be looking at some tips and strategies, and I prepared three questions for you, and we are looking at three audios, and we will see the details with you. Okay, let me share my tips and strategies on plan labeling. First, like in every question, you should read the instructions very carefully. If it says three words most, you should write three words most. If it says two, you should write at most two words. If it says one, you should write at most one word. Then you may be given options like that you will see in our question too. You may be given some options and you are supposed to write like A, B, C, D on the given places, or you are supposed to write, for example, box office, for example, bookstore things. You will see it in the questions. Don't worry. I have two types of that too. And everything counts as a word. For example, A and D. For example, let's say I'm always giving this example. What can I do? Let's say our answer is a dark night. You have heard it. Our answer is a dark night, but the question says it should be no more than two words. So you are writing dark nights. If it says one word, if the question says one word, you should say a dark night, night. If it is said you can write no more than three words, yes, then you can write a dark night. Like this. Hyphenated words counted as one word. It's like the line here. It says, for example, long term. It is one word, not two words. You should pay attention to that ones too. And there you will see a lot of clues in the plan to help you. So because you will be listening to audios just fun, you should know lots of information actually, and this information are given to you on the plan. Yes, you should know, is it correct? Right is your writing hand, left is your other hand if you are not left handed, above, and we have below. And in the plan, you will see north, south, east, and west. And you will see. You will hear turn right, turn left a lot. You will hear the corner a lot. So try to practice some address explaining questions so you will get familiar with the vocabulary. Yes, read those and do not write the already given information, because most probably you will hear all of the options. You will hear several options, and among the several options, you will choose the right one. There are lots of tricky words. For example, they will say, we used to do this, we will do this, but maybe question is asking for now. We will see it in the questions too again. Okay. The speakers usually use synonyms and paraphrases of the information on the diagram. Okay. The questions come in the same order as the information given by the speaker. So, yes, first you will hear the question and answer to question one, then you will hear the question to answer question two, and it will go on like this. Now, If we are ready, let's move on. From the questions, you will see it more clearly. There are lots of information given. Okay, now we have Brenly Castle. Let me share this ones with you from the chat part so we can see. Yes. In this one we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So we have some options and we see here west, east, north, and south. So we will listen to our audio and we will choose starting point for walking the walls, bow and arrow display, hunting birds display, traditional dancing, and shop. And I have taken this audio from the section 2. So we will hear a monologue. Okay, let's hear it. When we hear the answer, I will stop the audio.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20.
You will always have some time to look at the questions. I think it's a little bit...
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Now, if you can take a look at your plans, you'll see Branley Castle has 4 towers joined together by a high wall with the river on 2 sides. Don't miss seeing the Great Hall. That's near the river in the main tower, the biggest one, which was extended and redesigned in the 18th century. If you want to get a good view of the whole castle, you can walk around the walls. The starting point's quite near the main entrance. Walk straight down the path until you get to the south gate, and it's just there. Don't go on to the north gate.
Very good, Shreya, Samiri, and Suman. Yes, it is very nice. Let's continue. We are looking for bow and arrow display.
There's no way up from there. There'll shortly be a show in which you can see archers displaying their skill with a bow and arrow. The quickest way to get there is to take the first left after the main entrance and follow the path past the bridge. Then you'll see it in front of you at the end. If you like...
What do you think? Let's hear it again. Yes, let's hear it again so we can heard it more clearly.
There. Don't go on to the north gate. There's no way up from there. There'll shortly be a show in which you can see archers displaying their skill with a bow and arrow. The quickest way to get there is to take the first left after the main entrance and follow the path past the bridge. Then you'll see it in front of you at the end. If you like animals...
What do you think now? Very good. Yes, it says pass the bridge. It doesn't mean like passing the actual bridge, but passing the bridge like going near to him. Like I'm passing behind the shops, for example. There are shops and I'm passing the shops like this. And it says you see it at the end of the road, and from there I understand that it is like at the end of the road, so it should be D. Let's continue.
is to take the first left after the main entrance and follow the path past the bridge. Then you'll see it in front of you at the end. If you like animals, there's also a display of hunting birds, falcons and eagles and so on. If you go from the main entrance in the direction of the south gate, but turn right before you get there instead of going through it, you'll see it on your right, past the first tower. At 3 p.m, there's a short performance.
Could you catch it? It says if enter the main entrance, go to south gate, but turn right, walk ahead, and it says how can I show it? Let's hear it again. Yes, it says on your right. Yes, after the first tower, and the first tower is C.
The end. If you like animals, there's also a display of hunting birds, falcons and eagles and so on. If you go from the main entrance in the direction of the south gate, but turn right before you get there instead of going through it, you'll see it on your right, past the first tower. At 3 p.m, there's a short performance.
Is it clearer now? Yes, very good. Okay, now we are looking for traditional dancing.
Right, past the first tower. At 3 p.m, there's a short performance of traditional dancing on the outdoor stage. That's right at the other side of the castle from the entrance and over the bridge. It's about 10 minutes walk or so. And finally, the shop.
Could you catch it? I have one answer, two answers. Do you want to listen to it again? Simon, let's hear it again.
That's right at the other side of the castle from the entrance and over. At 3 p.m, there's a short performance of traditional dancing on the outdoor stage. That's right at the other side of the castle from the entrance and over the bridge. It's about 10 minutes walk or so. And finally, the
Very good. Okay. And finally, the shop.
It's about 10 minutes walk or so. And finally, the shop. It's actually inside one of the towers, but the way in is from the outside. Just take the first left after the main entrance, go down the path and take the first right. It's got some lovely gifts and souvenirs. Right, so we're just arriving.
That is the end of section 2.
Yes.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Okay, very good. It says like enter the main entrance, turn left, and turn right from the first exit. So it says inside the walls, and it is E. Yes. So it makes my answer starting point H. Ooh, I have done it before, and it's just showing me. Yes. H, D, F, A, E, and these are my answers. Okay, let's continue with another listening. Next page. Okay, in this one, you will hear an introductory talk about a new agricultural park. This type of questions, plan labeling questions, come together with other questions. Have I ever seen 10 question plan labeling? I think I haven't seen, but let's say, for example, in here it says 12 to 13, so you have 3 questions about the plan labeling. You still have 7 more questions with other type of questions. And in this one, first we have a choose the correct letter. According to the speaker, the main purposes of the park are education, entertainment, research education, research entertainment. Then I have some plan labeling here. Can we see the whole of them? Yes. Then we will have some plan labeling, and it says write no more than 2 words for each answer. Okay, no more than 2 words. We will be writing the answers, and let's start.
Section 2. You will hear an introductory talk about a new agricultural park. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
Okay, let me see. We have reception block. It says you are here. Rare breed section, grazing area, blah blah, marsh, blah blah area, and lake. What? We don't know. We will see.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Welcome to Greenvale Agricultural Park. As you know, we've only been open a week, so you're amongst our first visitors. We have lots of fascinating indoor and outdoor exhibits on our huge complex, spreading hundreds of hectares. Our remit is to give educational opportunities to the wider public, as well as to offer research sites for a wide variety of agriculturists and other scientists.
Were you able to catch it? What did it say? Very good. Yes, it says we are here to give education and research about the. Yes, very good. Nice. Let's continue then. Now we will hear some information about our plan.
Let's start by seeing what there is to do. As you can see here on our giant wall plan, we are now situated in the reception block here. As you walk out of the main door into the park, there's a path you can follow. If you follow this route, you'll immediately come into the rare breeds section, where we keep a wide variety of animals, which I shall be telling you a little more about later. Next to this, moving east, is the large grazing area for the rare breeds. Then further east, in the largest section of our park, is the forest area, south of the grazing area, and in fact just next.
Yes, you are right. It is forest. You can write forest or the forest. They are both acceptable because we can write like up to 3 words, no more than 2 words. So you can write forest or the forest area. They are both acceptable in this one. Let's continue.
Next to the reception block is our experimental crop area. In the middle of the park, this circular area is our lake. These 2 small rectangular shapes here are the fish farms where we rear fish for sale. To the
Very good. Yes, it is. Yes, I have realized it this time. Yeah, very good. It is fish farm. You can write fish farm or fish farms, but in the audio, I heard fish farms. So if I were you, I would write fish farms because in the audio it says it fish farms. Let's continue. Of course I can replay it. Let's take it from a little bit back.
Then further east, in the largest section of our park, is the forest area. South of the grazing area, and in fact just next to the reception block, is our experimental crop area. In the middle of the park, this circular area, is our lake. These two small rectangular shapes here are the fish farms where we rear fish for sale. To the east of those is the marsh area, which attracts a great many migrant birds. In the southeastern corner, beyond the marsh, is our market garden area, growing vegetables and flowers.
Very good. It's actually assuming it is market area. Market garden, I'm sorry. Market area garden. Market garden area, yes. Market garden area, yes, we have done it. As you can see, if you look for the clues, if you focus really good, you can do this question type, but the main key is focusing on what is given and what does it say. No, we shouldn't write area. It is already there. We shouldn't write what is already given. We are just writing the market garden. And because we can use only two words, we can't write like market garden area. We are just writing market garden. We have two word limits. Let's continue. This was like this, next page. And this is like transcript, but you don't need it. Now, we have 2, 4, 6, and we have 4 here. Now, this is an actual test you can see in the exam. You will be given some time to look at the questions, and you will hear it as a whole. This is taken from section 2 again, and there are 10 questions, so it is just like a real listening test. You will hear a manager giving a welcoming tour of the new staff members at the Amersham Theatre. Okay. Choose two letters. Which two changes have been made so far during the refurbishment of the theatre? Has been made so far. In here, pay attention to the grammar. Maybe because they will talk about something they do in the future, but now we are interested in what has been made so far. What have been made? No. Okay. Choose two letters. Which two facilities does the theater currently offer to the public? It says currently. So not in the future, not in the past, now. Currently, what are they offering to the public? Which two workshops does the theater currently offer? Again, we have currently here. So I have seen currently twice. So I can think that there should be some mentions about the past and the future, maybe, because they are like stressing the word currently. Then we have the label ground floor plan of theater. And I have here box office, theater manager's office. Theater managers, yes, box office, theater manager's office, lighting box, and let me see. I'm sending it from the chat part. Box office, theatre manager's office, lighting box, and artistic director's office. We will be looking at that once. But first, we have other things. Let me see. It says double doors, foyer, entrance, road, entrance, water cooler. These are the only clues I have. Entrance, road, foyer, double doors, water cooler. So maybe it will be a little bit easier. Let's start.
Hi, great to see you. I'm Jodie, and I'll be looking after both of you for the first month you're working here at the Amersham Theatre. I'll tell you something about the theatre now, then take you to meet two of the other staff. It's an old building, and it's been modernised several times. In fact, as you can see, we're carrying out a major refurbishment at the moment. The interior has just been repainted, and we're about to start on the exterior of the building. That'll be a big job. The work's running over budget, so we've had to postpone installing an elevator. I hope you're happy running up and down stairs. When the theatre was built, people were generally slimmer and shorter than now, and the seats were very close together. We've replaced them with larger seats, with more legroom. This means fewer seats in total, but we've taken the opportunity to install seats that can easily be moved to create different acting spaces. We've also turned a few storerooms over to other purposes, like using them for meetings. We try hard to involve members of the public in the
We have very different answers. B, okay. Do you want to listen to it again? We can listen to it again always. We are practicing. Let's listen to it again.
Hi, great to see you. I'm Jodie, and I'll be looking after both of you for the first month you're working here at the Amersham Theatre. I'll tell you something about the theatre now, then take you to meet two of the other staff. It's an old building, and it's been modernised several times. In fact, as you can see, we're carrying out a major refurbishment at the moment. The interior has just been repainted, and we're about to start on the exterior of the building. That'll be a big job. The work's running over budget, so we've had to postpone installing an elevator. I hope you're happy running up and down stairs. When the theatre was built, people were generally slimmer and shorter than now, and the seats were very close together. We've replaced them with larger seats, with more legroom. This means fewer seats in total, but we've taken the opportunity to install seats that can easily be moved to create different acting spaces. We've also turned a few storerooms over to other purposes, like using them for meetings. We try hard to involve...
Okay, now I can explain the answers very good. Yes, I am very happy to see this. Yes, it says we have used some storerooms and turned them into eating rooms. So some rooms now have different use, and it says people were generally generously slim and smaller. It says, but now they are different. So they have changed the seating seatings, and they move to a more like they give more leg room, leg space. Yes, something leg room, leg space. Yes, it is very important at the airplanes too. My tall friends are always asking for the more leg space, and they demand more money for the more leg space. Airplanes. Let's continue. It says, which two facilities does the theater currently offered to the public.
Members of the public in the theatre. One way is by organising backstage tours, so people can be shown round the building and learn how a theatre operates. These are proving very popular. What we're finding is that people want to have lunch or a cup of coffee while they're here. So we're looking into the possibility of opening a cafe in due course. We have a bookshop which specialises in books about drama, and that attracts plenty of customers. Then there are 2 large rooms that will be decorated next month, and they'll be available for hire, for conferences and private functions, such as parties. We're also considering hiring out costumes to amateur drama clubs. Now I want to tell you about our workshops.
Biri. Yes, Shreya, you are right. As you can see, they are talking about, it says, we are thinking about like hiring our costumes for drama clubs. This is not currently, they are thinking about it. They have a backstage tour, and this is very popular. They are planning 2 rooms for hire, but not now. They are planning a cafe, and they have a bookshop that they can they are special in the drama books, it says. I don't remember exactly, but my answer is B and D. Yes. Do you want to listen to it again, or is it okay? So I will continue. Okay, let's continue. It says, which 2 workshops does the theater currently offer?
And private functions, such as parties. We're also considering hiring out costumes to amateur drama clubs. Now I want to tell you about our workshops. We recently started a programme of workshops that anyone can join. Eventually, we intend to run courses in acting, but we're waiting until we've got the right people in place as trainers. That's proving more difficult than we'd expected. There's a big demand to learn about the technical side of putting on a production, and our lighting workshop has already started with great success. We're going to start one on sound next month. A number of people have inquired about workshops on makeup, and that's something we're considering for the future. A surprise success is the workshop on making puppets. We happen to have someone working here who does it as a hobby, and she offered to run a workshop. It was so popular, we're now running them every month. Now, a word about the layout of the building. The auditorium.
Yes, you are right. It is currently they are doing lighting, and they are making puppets. It is so popular that they are doing it every month. So yes, it is E and C, what they are currently doing, what they are doing right now. But we heard about every option. We heard about sound, acting, makeup. We heard all of them. Now we have our plan. It says ground floor plan of theater. We have entrance, road, foyer, double doors, entrance, and water coolers. Let us hear.
Popular, we're now running them every month. Now, a word about the layout of the building. The auditorium, stage.
Sorry, I will send the I will send our questions again, so we can see it more clearly. Yes. Box office, theater manager's office, lighting box, and artistic director's office. We will look for that ones.
And she offered to run a workshop. It was so popular, we're now running them every month. Now, a word about the layout of the building. The auditorium, stage and dressing rooms for the actors are all below ground level. Here on the ground floor, we have most of the rooms that the public doesn't see. The majority are internal, so they have windows in the roof to light them. Standing here in the foyer, you're probably wondering why the box office isn't here, where the public would expect to find it. Well, you might have noticed it on your way in. Although it's part of this building, it's next door, with a separate entrance from the road. For the theatre manager's office,
Very good. Very good. Oh, welcome, Fairy. Very good, Shreya and Suman. Very good, Fairy. Let's continue then.
Well, you might have noticed it on your way in. Although it's part of this building, it's next door, with a separate entrance from the road. For the theatre manager's office, you go across the foyer and through the double doors. Turn right, and it's the room at the end of the corridor, with the door on the left.
D.
Very good. It says, go from the foyer, from the double doors, turn right, and it is at the end of the corridor with the door on the left. Very good. Go from the foyer, from the double rooms, turn right, and it is the room at the end of the corridor with the door on the left. Very good. Let's continue.
End of the corridor, with the door on the left. The lighting box is where the computerized stage lighting is operated, and it's at the back of the building. When you're through the double doors, turn left, turn right at the water cooler, and right again at the end. It's the second room along that corridor. The lighting...
B.
Yes, it is B. It says it is the second room, Fairy. It says it is the second room on the right. It says from the double rooms, turn left. From the water cooler, turn right. Right, yes. Then turn right again. It is the second door. So it is B. Lightning box is B. Now we have artistic director's office.
cooler, and right again at the end. It's the second room along that corridor. The lighting box has a window into the auditorium, which of course is below us. The artistic director's office is through the double doors, turn right, and it's the first room you come to on the right-hand side. And finally, for the moment, the room where I'll take you next, the relaxation room.
F.
It says, let me look at it again. Go from the double rooms, go right, and it will be on the left. No, it will be on the right. I'm sorry. Let's listen to it again.
Us. The artistic director's office is through the double doors, turn right, and it's the first room you come to on the right-hand side. And finally, for
This is the right, so I will go from here, turn right, and go this way, and it will be on my right. It will be on my right hand, on my right again. It will be on the right, and it is F. Very good. In the end, we are 6 people. It is to my surprise. Where were you guys? We have finished our lesson. At first, we were just 3 people and we did the lessons like this. Then you come on the last part. Next time, come earlier at the lesson time so you can see more examples. Okay, now I want to share a link with you. This is Clasital's post. Where is it? Yes.
It failed. Initialization failed.
Yes. It is the post lesson survey. I will be very glad if you can do our post survey. My name is Burçin. I will be very glad if you can do it. It just takes
Just a minute, ma'am.
When you have finished, thank you very much. Oh,
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Burçin. I am the first one.
You, ma'am.
And also, let me see. Also, don't forget to practice a lot. Let me see. Library. From the library, you can find the practice materials and you can do plan labeling today too on your own without stopping. Try it without stopping. Without stopping, you go to the link, you find the plan labeling and do it without stopping the audio, just in one time. As if you are in the exam. Okay? Thank you very much, everyone. I enjoyed this lesson a lot. I like listening lessons. I think they are a little bit more easier, but they are effective. I hope that we will have...
Where is this, ma'am? Sorry to interrupt, ma'am.
Of course.
Where can I find this?
Practice materials. Let me share the link with you too. From this link, you can go to Clasital's webpage. Let me find the listening. Note completion, matching. Yes, plan labeling. We have 1, 2, 3 plan labeling. Practice. Do them without stopping. This time you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Hope to see you at the next lessons. Tomorrow we have speaking lessons, right? Let me see. Yes. Yes, tomorrow we have speaking lesson. And we have like 3 hours between us, yes. So it will be at the 7 p.m. for you. For us, it is 4 p.m. It is 7 p.m. for you. Hope to see you there. There will be a different teacher. Gizem will be there. And thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.